Alright, so I am picking this vlog up right where the last one left off, because I kind of had to film an ending for that one because I didn't last week, so that's what I'm doing now. I am making egg salad, and I have to talk about how much I freaking love this thing. I hated it when I first got it. It's just one of those vegetable choppers that comes with all sorts of... It has all different things that you can pop in and out. This one's for like chopping small bits. I hated it at first because I couldn't get it to chop anything, and I think I was being an idiot and had the blade backward or something, because it works amazing now. But I'm making egg salad, and like I don't even need my egg slicer thing anymore because I can just slam them through here and then put the onions right on top of it and then pour it all into a bowl so that I can add the mayo and everything. But I am doing this because I had, the way our refrigerator is, it has a big long drawer on the bottom of it, and because our fridge is up against the wall, the door on the right side doesn't open up all the way, so I can never get that drawer all the way out, and it's really annoying. But like, it has to be there because that's where the water hookup is for the water dispenser and everything. Otherwise I would put the fridge over here and it would be easy to open up the door all the way. So I can never get that drawer all the way out. I usually keep the eggs in there, and I didn't realize I had two cartons of eggs like all the way up against the back, because eggs were really expensive for a while, and then when I saw them go down to like, they were like $1.88 at Walmart or something like that, and I bought a bunch of them, forgot that I had them in there, and then kept buying eggs. So I have 4 cartons of eggs now, 2 of which say like the sell by date is the 20th. So I'm trying to use up some eggs here because there's no way I'm throwing them out. And me and Steven both like egg salad, so I mean, it's not gonna go to waste. But yeah, if you don't have one of these chopper things, everywhere has them. I got mine off Amazon. They are so friggin' handy to have. And it also has like a vegetable slicer thing. So if you want to like, what's the word for it? It's like a mandolin, right? Is that the word? Like a vegetable mandolin slicer. If you want to slice stuff really thin without hurting your fingers, because those things always petrify me that I'm going to slice myself. Because I'm not the... I'm a big klutz in the kitchen sometimes. I will say though, I've never really like cut myself really bad. I've stabbed myself with a fork before. That was an interesting injury. I should like knock on wood. Now I'm gonna end up cutting myself or something. But it has so many handy little accessories with it. And I think if you wait, they go on sale all the time on Amazon. I think I paid $14 for it, so it's definitely paid for itself with all the time it saved me chopping, especially onions and tomatoes, because tomatoes are such a pain in the ass to chop because they get the liquid everywhere. Where'd that go? You guys are not going to have eggshell. And I use onions in like almost every meal. We go through so many onions. Get out of here! You're not eating No! You're not eating eggshell, dudes. We use onion and tomato a lot because a lot of them, are favorite meals that I've saved the recipes for from HelloFresh. Why can I never remember the name of that? A lot of them call for like homemade salsa and like just chopped tomatoes and onions and stuff. So I use this thing probably at least 4 days a week for meals, whether it's for onions or tomatoes or both, or like right now I'm making egg salad and I need it for the onions and the eggs. This is the first time I've chopped eggs with it, but it's doing a pretty good job if you like coarsely chopped eggs in your egg salad. And it just has like this container attached to it that's pretty cool because I can just chop everything right in here. I cooked like a whole thing of eggs. We're gonna be sick of egg salad. I'm hoping he comes home soon though, because I'll have lunch already. So yeah, hopefully, like I said, he's on a job interview right now, which I'm hoping he gets it, because then there won't be a big gap this time in his employment or anything. I kind of wish that he had never left to help me with my business. That was what we did, like, when we were moving here. He had left his job a little while before we moved here because my business started exploding so much. And I think the reason it exploded so much was because of COVID and people couldn't, like, go out to Ulta and stuff and buy makeup. So I don't know, that's just my theory, because I mean, I still have my customers and stuff. Sales are still doing pretty good. Nowhere near as good as they were during COVID, but it's still, like, getting me by. But I just wish it had kept going the way it was going. I guess there's lulls in every business, and I just gotta keep coming up with new cool stuff to... I will say, though, those Megachrome eyeshadows that cost me so much to make, and I have to charge people so much for them, they're not selling as well as I thought they were gonna do. I think a main reason for that is that so many other brands are already doing them. I tried to be super unique with mine, and I mix all mine myself and don't just put the binder ingredients into a pre-made pigment to make the shadow, and then a lot of them come out looking similar to other shadows anyway, because there's so many variations of them, so it's kind of hard to... I haven't released another set of them yet because I don't want to invest a whole bunch in more colors if they're not going to sell well. I'm going to see how this angle goes because I have a attachment for my phone for my... I keep wanting to say tripod. I may as well just say tripod. It's just my camera stand that clamps onto the edge of my desk. And I figured if I can have this set up all the time, then it's easier to stick my phone in this than to try to get a good angle over there. So I'm trying this to see how it works out, but I also have to kind of look up when I talk, which is annoying. I have to go wash my hair. That's why it's a crazy mess right now. It's sticking out this way because it was stuck in a bun all day. Yeah, you can see my trash behind me and my work mess probably, so this is probably not the greatest angle, but I have to do like an overhaul on this room this week and clean. So Steven went to both job interviews. I knew right off the bat he didn't like the first one because he came home and was like, it's like a literal sweatshop. So he wasn't thrilled about that one because it's kind of far away and not great pay. So he ended up taking like the second one. The girl offered it to him right after he interviewed, and he accepted that one. It's only a temporary job though, so like they need him for 30 to 45 days because something with like their sales blew up or something, and they need extra people to help ship and pack stuff. So maybe they'll end up liking him enough and they'll ask him to stay permanently, and it won't just be a 30 to 45 day thing, because in another month he's going to be going through this again to try to find something else. I just wish he could find something that's permanent that he likes. He's having a hard time finding stuff that he can stick with lately. Like, this last job was fine, but they were assholes and decided, hey, we're gonna lay you off because you were one of the last people that came on with us. So what I'm doing now is, well, I'm gonna go take a shower, but I'm just kind of printing all the labels out that I know I need for Bath and Body stuff, because I'm hopefully going to be able to start making all that stuff tomorrow. And I have to tally that all up now. Actually, I just printed the ones for my S'mores lip scrubs. yeah, and then I'm gonna run downstairs and see if I already have some of these made, because I think I do, from my body scrubs and stuff. So it is Wednesday, and I don't think I've recorded much at all this week. I think I did record some on Monday, but whatever. My hair's a mess right now. We keep watching the news because they keep saying that they're not entirely sure that Hurricane Lee is gonna hit near us or not. There's a very good chance we're gonna get some of it. And you can't get water anywhere. So like, we're out of bottled water. I have like a small 12-pack left and it's just gone everywhere. We have not gotten like hit with a hurricane since Hurricane Bob. That was like 1991, and I wasn't even home for it because I was with my grandparents in New Hampshire, and New Hampshire didn't really get it that bad. We were like driving home through the tail end of it, and it was very rainy. I remember that because my grandma was having a fit about my grandpa driving in it, and there was like big rigs on either side of us, so she was having a fit all the way home. I wanted my fellow cat owners to recommend a cat tree for me. Like, does anybody have one of those ones from Happy and Polly? And are they worth how expensive they are? Because like, I was gonna originally get one from them, and then I was like, this is their first one, I'm just gonna get a cheaper one from Home Depot. And I believe that the one that I got was 85 bucks, and it's such a piece of shit. It's completely falling apart. All the black fabric is coming off of it, and they don't even scratch on that part. They scratch on like where the twine is wrapped around it. The beds were too small for them to begin with. Like, they barely fit in it as kittens. It's got 3 beds on it, and they're all too small for them to lay in now, so they're always just in the cubby. But they love the cat tree, so like, I have to get one to replace it. And if I need a big one, because they're gonna be big cats, and there's 2 of them, because I wanted the Happy and Polly coffin one, the gothic cat tree that they have, but one, it's not tall enough. I want one that's tall because they love to climb, and it says it has a 15-pound weight limit, which I'm sure on their own they're gonna end up being more than 15 pounds a piece. So if I end up not being able to find anything, we might just try to build one and like design it ourselves, because I'm getting fed up with the piece of crap one that I got from Home Depot. Don't ever get one off of there. I don't remember what the brand of cat tree was, but any of the ones on Home Depot, they all looked the same. Don't end up getting one off of there. But yeah, I'm editing my Nomad Ghost Town palette review. Not really a review, it's just a swatch video because I hadn't used it yet. I love it so far. But that's what I'm doing now. It's probably really loud in here because I have the fan blasting over there. So I'm gonna go, and I will check in with you guys tomorrow or later this week. So this morning I got my Temu order. Well, the 2 orders that I had made, I guess they combined both of them because they were in one envelope. But they must have been outside all night because they were sitting on the front step first thing this morning. I gotta wash my hair tonight. It's got like so much gel in it that it's super stiff right now. And the red is already starting to wash out. Look at that. It faded so much quicker than the orange did. I might just throw some red on top of this because I don't feel like doing the roots tonight, even though the roots are already growing out. So I'm gonna film the Temu haul later. It might be up before this video, might not be. If it's not already up, it'll be up right after this, but there were several things in this Temu haul that look nothing like what I thought they were going to when they came in, so I figured I would talk about that. Aiden just did that math test that he had to do, so that STAR 360 testing is done for this first quarter of school. And now I'm just waiting because he has speech at 1. It's like 1:45 right now, and then he has his social skills class today. I think they start today. I didn't get any emails from the teacher that's running it, which it's not the same lady as last year. I thought it was so funny because she reminded me so much of Jodie Sweetin, only she has like brown hair, and her name was DJ. So like Full House fans, her name was DJ, but she looked like Stephanie. But she's not the teacher running it this year, which kind of sucks. Because I told you last year they switched the teacher like 4 times before they finally got her and stuck with her. And now I guess they got someone else running it now. And I know that he's going to be the only kid that signs into it, because this happens every year since we started at this school. He signs into social skills class for like the first few classes, and he's the only one that knows that he was supposed to be there. So if he's late for it, he's late, because I bet you none of the other kids are going to show up for it. I wanted to check and see if he got a message in his email. I guess not. No, he got no messages about it today. It's just on his schedule and says 2 o'clock Friday social skills group. So I'm not entirely sure. What else was I gonna say? I'm not doing anything this weekend but getting caught up on orders and stuff, and I'm getting my groceries delivered today because we're supposed to have bad weather this weekend, but that hurricane is not supposed to hit us now. We're supposed to just basically get like rainstorms all weekend, so let's hope it doesn't decide to take a turn and hit us. So it looks like there's only one kid that he knows in social skills from last year. I don't know why they only put 6 kids in here, because only like 2 of them ever show up. I liked the way they did it the first year that he was in this. It was like 12 kids, so it was kind of a better setup for a social group. But I don't know who the teacher is for this. Like, I don't know. I guess we're gonna find out. I was gonna start working on eyeshadows and stuff, but I don't want to get into that until school is over for the day, because I'm gonna end up losing track of time. And like I said, there's only like 15 minutes until the next class. So I just got, remember how I got that super cute little canister, the little ghost? He's like iridescent, and I put my coffee in it. I found on QVC they had another one that's a similar size. It was a set of 2, so it comes with one that's kind of the same size as that one, and then one that's a lot bigger. But they're just plain white. They're not iridescent. So I ordered them, and they just came today. I will put in a picture or a video clip if I remember, but they're so cute, and those are going to be like my year-round canisters, because the other one has coffee in it. I put sugar in the other smaller one, and then the big one is going to hold flour, because I've tried to think of like, what do I use the most often, because in my cabinet above the stove I have like those containers that hold like, I have flour in one of them, but it's going to go in this big container now. And then like powdered sugar, brown sugar, stuff like that, stuff I bake with all the time. So I use flour the most out of all that stuff, so that's gonna go in the big container. They remind me of the canisters my grandma always has on her kitchen counter, but only these are little ghosts, and they're super cute, so I'm just gonna use them year round. I forgot what else I was gonna talk about. I think I told you guys at the beginning of this video that Steven accepted one of those jobs that he applied for and went for the interview for. He starts on Monday. The only downside to it is it's a crappy schedule. He said it's Monday through Friday, but it's like 3:30 p.m. to midnight. So that is like, I'm never gonna see him during the week, because I do school with Aiden during the day, and then him getting home at midnight, that's like, if I'm not already in bed by like 11:30, I'm gonna just be heading to bed when he comes home from work, so it kind of sucks. We're gonna be on like opposite sleep schedules again, but like I said, it's only gonna be like for 30 to 45 days, unless they said unless they have like a job opening and he decides to stay there. But other than that, if they have no openings, like no one leaving or whatever, then he has to go back to the temp agency and find a different job through them. It's just good because, like, he didn't, like I said, he didn't have a gap in between this and the last job, so it's not super horrible. I forgot what I have someone's order open on my screen right now, and I can't remember what they asked me to do to it. I think I have to, that's what it was. I have to send her an invoice because she wanted to add an eyeshadow to it. Okay. I'm just like, I turned this on and then I started recording this and I'm like, shit, what was I supposed to do with this? So, and I think I like this angle for putting my phone on when I do this because it's like a MySpace angle. You can't see my double chin as bad. But I'm gonna go, I'm probably gonna end the vlog for today. Just because I got nothing going on this weekend, as per usual. It's just work stuff. Like, I started this sale and I'm not even caught up from the last sale, so it's just a bunch of making stuff. Making eyeshadows, making highlighters. I did most of the Bath & Body stuff yesterday. I gotta finish that today. I think that's the first thing I'm gonna do when I'm done with helping Aiden with school. And I just remembered that I also have to buy 8-ounce bottles and 4-ounce bottles because I didn't realize how I have no 8-ounce bottles left and I'm very low on the 4-ounce ones, and people just ordered a bunch of sprays and stuff. So I do need that. And I need to order more coffee. Ooh, it's on sale. It's normally like $9.99 now. Right now it's $6.99. I'm gonna grab 2 of them. Wonder if they have it in decaf. Bleh, only in the K-cups. I don't have like a cup, what do you call it? A cup coffee maker. They have Dunkin' decaf plain, but I like the French vanilla. This one's French vanilla. Oh, decaf, there we go. Look at that. I don't know how good New England coffee is. I've never tried that brand, but I don't like having caffeinated coffee anymore because, like, some days it doesn't bother me at all. And then I had one the other day and it was like, I was wired. I hate feeling like that because it's just like you're jittery for no reason. It's not actually giving me energy. I'm still tired as hell. It's like, what the heck? Okay, so yeah, I have to get off so that I can, or I have to shut this off so I can go help him with school, but I will most likely see you guys next week.